Good morning, children. Today we are going to start Chapter 7, Interdependence in Living Beings, Plants and Animals. We have started and discussed on few topics such as ecosystem. What is ecosystem? The living and non-living together make up an environment. Then we have seen how they are dependent in nature. Suppose the plants, they take which gas? Carbon dioxide, exhaled by the human beings, and plant gives us oxygen, which is inhaled by the human beings. Animals dependent on plants for the shelter and food. Then the third, we did about the food relationship, about producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers. Who are producers? The green plants, who can prepare their own food. Then who are the primary consumers? The herbivorous animals, those who eat plant. And the secondary consumers are those who eat flesh, and omnivorous, those who eat both flesh as well as green plants. Then scavengers, they feed on dead animals and they clean the jungle. And last are the decomposers, who feed on dead and decaying matter, which are used by the plants for their growth. Then about the food chain, that how the producers, consumers, primary consumer and secondary consumer are dependent on each other for their food. So in this way, the food chain, in this way the nature is balanced by the animals as well as the plants. So we are going to see balance in nature. Now suppose what will happen if all the eagles are killed? If all the eagles are killed, then the number of snakes will rapidly increase. Everywhere you can see only the snake. If suppose all the plants are eaten by the grasshopper, then the number of grasshoppers will increase rapidly. None of the plants will be left for us. That means it is very difficult for the human beings to survive without the plant. Because without plant, no oxygen, no food. So in this way, there is balance in nature. Then if there is no balance in nature, then what will happen? It will be disturbed and it will disturb the whole nature. And if there will be no balance in nature, then it can cause environmental problems such as flood. Then so the next topic is greenhouse effect. So how the greenhouse is affected? Now our earth is surrounded by a layer of blanket called atmosphere, and this atmosphere contains many gases such as carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, water vapor are these gases which are covered, is it? And they have a property to trap the sun's energy. These gases do not allow heat to escape back into space. So the greenhouse gas is a glass house in which we grow green plants, mainly during winter. Why? Because at that time the duration of daytime is short as compared to night. The ultraviolet and infrared rays from the sun bring heat and light energy, which warm up inner side of the greenhouse. The glass walls of the greenhouse do not allow the heat to escape. Okay, so this help in warming up the earth. So these gases which doesn't allow to escape back are called greenhouse and gases, and the effect, and this effect is called greenhouse effect. So now the greenhouse effect implies that if there is an increase in concentration of greenhouse gas in the atmosphere, if there is increase in the concentration of the greenhouse gases, so what will happen? It will cause increase in infrared radiations, which is very harmful for the human beings and which lead to global warming. So if there will be increase in more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, it will cause global warming. So it should be balanced. So as we have discussed, what are the greenhouse gases? Carbon dioxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon and water vapor. So we are going to see that from where do these gases comes out. Now when we burn, anything burns, it gives out carbon dioxide. Suppose excessive burning of fossil fuels, smoke from chimneys of factories, power station and destruction of forest. It leads to increase in carbon dioxide. And due to increase in carbon dioxide, the temperature of our planet also increases. Okay. Then the second one, methane. Methane is a natural gas which also heats up the earth. But if large amount of methane gas is released into atmosphere when herbivores digest their food, is it? Then CFC, that is chlorofluorocarbon, which is used in air conditioner as well as refrigerator. It also heats up our planet. Due to these gases, you have seen day by day our temperature, the earth's temperature is increasing. Then last, the water vapor and ozone. These are found in which layer? The stratosphere, and also warms up our earth. So what are the greenhouse gases? Carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane and water vapor. Clear till here? So your classwork will be, you have to do question number 4, define the following: producers and secondary consumers. This is only your classwork. Okay.